You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with Amatra.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
Siraj.
Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana researcher?
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear there are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please continue, good sir.
I want to report him for conducting a dangerous experiment. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. I ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught me.
There's no rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting? Where is this cave?
I don't remember.
Huh? You can't remember?
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling... It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that place is dangerous, and oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Even if what you say is... All right, but before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just... Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while?
Huh? Alhaitham?
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based per protocol. This matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kind of weird for you to be working with Amatra.
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm unsurprised you have this much free. In that case, let's join in as well, shall we?
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham to participate in this investigation. Oh, never mind. After all...
Don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
All right, in that case, I'll fill you in on Ilyas' claim that Siraj will be conducting some business with the Kasha. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research It's close to the time that Ilyas had given. So we've decided to head to the tap.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out.
Oh, come on! We already said that we're coming.
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. What's our next course of Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter. Ilyas, please stay here.
Sure.
He's the same as ever. Casually ignoring people, just like he...
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's power. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so complicated?
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first.
Excuse me, Acting Grand Sage. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what.
No. I have no recollection of ever...
Haha, I thought so too.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really? A misperception, perhaps.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, We've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Kasharawar researcher who has dealings with him.
Acting Sage Alhaitham. Wait, can someone please explain what have I gotten myself into?
I would like to ask him if you...
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer.
What were the details of this
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intended... The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No. He's all yours.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam. However, I am curious. What?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memory.
I see. We'll be
Follow me.
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern. Alhaitham, are you serious about seeing things through?
I thought you would have guessed the reason, but...
Huh?
Yes.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav... So you're not here because you're interested in the case...
You couldn't be further from the truth. But, for the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution. From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and...
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment.
That sounds super suspicious. Ilyas, can you try to remember things again?
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many...
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. Now, try to recall things you...
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, but I do
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia. I'm not sure about the details.
And the second thing? What's this?
I can't remember.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only...
Losing your memories must be real...
Oh, thank you so much. I have so few memories but amidst all that, nevertheless, I have you all to thank. Now, I do remember...
I see. In...
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research...
I did. Recent
Yes, though that is primarily... But that can be a rather
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilyas. He worked part-time here.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilyas, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research app. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site. He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra's...
Understood. Then
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything. Is this acceptable?
I have no objections.
Ilyas? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research.
Oh, that, it's really nothing special. I'm not the only one who canceled.
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say,
Oh, don't mind me.
well, with the downfall of the sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were with the situation being so volatile, people are picking up.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sages would have interest.
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research. Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying.
I see.
You get it, right? There are only a handful of people at the academy, although our names will be further down in the paper.
Ilyas? What's wrong?
My head. It hurts. I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me. You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module. Like a worker bee in a beehive.
Paimon doesn't get it. What?
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their ultimate. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the overmind. This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members. Lastly, this system must support the rapid exchange of information within the collective.
Paimon still doesn't get it.
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual.
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that.
It's just as Al-Haytham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different smaller numbers were ranked higher. I also recall that Siraj said his.
Oh no, then we gotta hurry.
I tried my best, but that's all.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now. Are you looking for...
Huh? Do you know?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually...
Are you Janaki? We look.
Ilyas?
Do you know me?
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memory.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done? Or are you using the acting grand sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute. I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project.
So, what if it? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too. No one wants to be placed at the bottom.
Elias's number's 36.
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned...
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from... I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his...
I see. He believes that this data can be used to... Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individual... At most, Jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans...
See? I knew I couldn't have only been...
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me. I refused. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here.
Please, wait, I
You really forgot.
swear, I don't...
Paimon can vouch for him.
I see. You know what? I get angry just thinking about it. So I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me. That's all I have to say.
And she's gone. She doesn't...
I really don't. I guess...
Do you want to...
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this, no one can force you to remember if...
I'm not sure what to do. But I
can look up your file. Something that caused trouble. Would you like me to look in?
Yes.
All right. Let's split up for now. Ilyas, we'll meet back here later and then head over...
Okay. Thank you all so...
Relax, Ilyas.
That's true. I'll also try my best.
I'm holding you to that.
Maybe I'll borrow something to read.
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
What have I done?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice.
Huh?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud. Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the Matra. This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a comment. What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's beat. Did I seriously do that?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no...
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll...
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task. Just do what you...
Thank you.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas's page.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilyas, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing. I was just wondering...
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? Ilyas!
I'm fine. Just a minor headache.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. I can't imagine how things are going for you at the Academia.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the Academia.
I'm all right. I just need a little...
Ilyas doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Hey! That's enough, you two. Ilyas isn't feeling well. You can keep Ilyas, let's find somewhere to talk. So, how's your...
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this month's paycheck. How's it?
Same old, same old. It's just that don't mind their nagging. It's just that after hearing a lot...
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember? After the incident, Ilyas? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember...
You're acting a little weird today, you know? I don't care if you're a hero or not.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good.
More so these two.
Oh, that rings a... Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. No.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys...
You remember now?
Yes, thanks for that. You know...
Is that your way of conveying
Oh, my apologies. But I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but...
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not so strange, isn't it? What?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think.
It'd be great if I could think like...
Really? Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. What about the other one? Are we not...
There are more important things at hand.
You're right. Let's head out.
This is the place.
It's so well hidden.
Sounds good to me.
Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon and Matt. Ilyas, do you remember this place? Did he get separated from us?
There's no need for that. Let's...
All right.
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application. And whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would be affected.
But he's obviously taking advantage of you. He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for... That's not right! Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people warn me to not say anything. And I think it's okay.
He's half a year of your time and effort. He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilyas was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting?
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The Hive has long... The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilyas is now returning to the collective. Not entirely. Keep walking and you'll see...
Illusion shattered! Overruled!
Leave it up to me.
Transfixed! Shine down! Into the wind!
It's completely different from what Ilias said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
I'll hate them. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you brought down?
You could have played hero any time. So why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was stronger than that. Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer.
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project, none of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their study? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate.
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for that.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see?
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see.
Case, why don't we take both keys with us?
Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't. Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Huh?
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Who are you?
Where are my manners? My name is Siraj.
Siraj? I've heard of you.
The world hates people who don't fit. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you are... However, how about it?
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe it! He really did trick us! No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilias is just a regular... Ooh, Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him, and we're... Ilias!
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilias. And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here to throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the hive. That was my task as Siraj number 36.
You were already Siraj number 36? But you passed the...
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned... However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lie.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Only here can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so, this is goodbye.
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilias. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't...
Do you need more time to consider?
Hey, who are...
That.
So you're that...
Giga jerk? How bold of you.
You...
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks among... Here, people can live easily and happily.
You're just...
Then I ask you, what's the difference? There are researchers at the People are so obsessed. Isn't that right, Ilias? There's no need to deny this. As just the terminus of conformity. Welcome to the hive. A few simple words from you, and my research was consumed to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about us. Care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up.
When we arrived, I noticed many...
Oh, you noticed that? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the collective consciousness. Links all of us into a single mind. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are the project will snowball until ultimately... What can you achieve with mere words? Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! Look, there's an outcast.
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at return, number 36?
Ilias?
You two are just as arrogant. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own... I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. Alhaitham, do say a word or...
I made those words quite clear, hero. The model you presented was extremely I can't help.
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create an execute plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them. These two different emotions will give rise to new conflicts.
So that's it.
Haytham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you... Ilyas's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but such a meager... Your struggle has been in vain.
So many monsters, and something feels off about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation. Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters.
Hey,
I've already sent my gift to the collective. You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of...
Well, alright.
Overrule!
Flicker. The wind knows me.
Oh, Haytham, isn't that of a person?
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so... You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work.
Transfixed. Steady as stone.
Scatter!
There is no escape. Ha!
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong in academia.
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you! Laid bare!
Illusion shattered!
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Error in your judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment.
But Gerard is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment. What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My numbers shouldn't be so far down in the list! Siraj is a liar!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
The Hive shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions. The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate
apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the Hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. A few words were enough.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. You knew that Ilias was the bait all along? But how did you know?
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has... You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that...
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look, and you don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning, and
you mean to say that...
Is that not so? Arrogance and you view people as a simple mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you.
Tino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. That's like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arab said that you left a... So you already did know that something was up with Ilias from the start!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago.
Seriously? By the way, Sunil, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia! We can't have jerked away!
Don't worry. The Madra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to...
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. See you.
And off he goes. There's...
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could
We were accomplices without knowing it. But whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage...
We can discuss the future later. I didn't feel anything towards Al-Haytham at first. Siraj made us hate all from how things look.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Al-Haytham?
Sure.
It's okay.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they... We can ask Al-Haytham about...
When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth, but I didn't have the courage. So in the end, I lost my...
Ilias?
Don't be sad. However, I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into, understanding that gave me courage.
You can do it. Paimon...
Thanks. Well, I should get going. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? Also, please apologize to all Hatham for me.
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation. Are you too hurt?
Paimon's fine.
Get some rest. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding.
Okay, you stay... Let's go meet up with Al Hatham.
The matter's settled. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now.
Hey, we're not...
You could...
What? Hey, you're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's...
See ya.
Hold it right there.
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other...
Stop changing the subject.
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Where?
You'll know when we get there.
Is this your home?
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all polite and invite...
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the academia, are you?
you before. You're the person from that time in that one place!
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all time?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes, we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell anyone else.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all...
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, Alhaitham? Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you? Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right?
But aren't you friends with him?
I wouldn't say friends exactly. Okay, well, we used to be, but we're not anymore. Huh? Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about me.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Samora will make Paimon shut up.
Are you serious? How could you... Of course. You're Alhaitham's friends.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. Paimon wants to know,
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on... The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too...
Wait, that's too conservative?
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
That's way too dangerous. You're not serious.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be... It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot... That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wait.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys?
Sort of. We encountered a strange reason.
Are you all okay? Huh. So that's how things went. Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today. Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your...
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic.
You whisper very...
Oh,
Do you have any more questions?
let Paimon think.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really care about what they think of me. To some extent, they were also...
Ilias also said that he wanted to... He apologized.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll...
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. Oh, you only started investigating with them, but after meeting Siraj, it didn't...
I had no interest in him I now understand the reason. Correct. The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to... As the acting Grand Sage. In addition, what happened...
Paimon understands...
I think minimum
Wait, you read...
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation. I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have... What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine.
But why do you...
I'm not suited to be a sage. If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, it's important to keep your priorities.
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry. See ya! We're gonna grab some yummy.
See ya.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember him.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the academia haven't gone mad, they'd know—
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Again, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days—
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you get special treat—
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You— I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it? I'd have been better off catching up on my work. I still have to—
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for a second, do you have anything—
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features at all?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about interior—
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you—
Of course.
But why would I do that?
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the Mora—
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right? Tell them to keep all this a secret.
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
What? No, it can't be.